So Feed the Valley is probably one of my favorite initiatives because it's about people and it's about helping people.
We wanted to be able to say, what could that look like if we were able to stamp out hunger? And for us, it was that. It was, you know, if we could feed the valley, if there was nobody in the valley that needed a food bank, that would be the win. I think when we started and we put the goal out there, people thought we were crazy. $1 million is a lot of money to raise, and understand that this isn't, you know, the credit union's money. This is the community's giving, it's our staff giving, it's events, it's all that activation. And so for us to put that goal out and say, let's raise $1 million for food banks in our region was pretty incredible. And I don't think a lot of people thought that we were gonna get there.
As you say, it's our community partners as well. So we have other nonprofit organizations throughout Valley First Region coming together and supporting Feed the Valley. So it really has been a collaborative, community-based program where everyone who has touched it can celebrate along with us.
There's a program we operate here called Food Share, and it's a food recovery program that is incredibly unique. So we pick up from 18 donors in town on a regular basis, some of our bigger grocers in town, and we pick up products that would have gone to the landfill. So close-dated perishable items that include produce, dairy, bread, and we're able to distribute it to 42 agencies in our city that make meals and to 7,000 clients on site that access our food bank. So last year alone, we diverted 1.2 million pounds of food away from the landfill and to people's homes, to programs that make meals in our community, and to local farmers. Exceptional.
West Kelowna Community Food Bank, they have their food bank space is formerly a duplex. So it's got all sorts of nooks and crannies, and their challenge has been to optimize their space and their flow as they continue to serve the community and prepare hampers and dole them out week to week. So what we did was set up their intake room in date order so that they were able to use up things that needed to be used quickly, more efficiently. They were able to dole those items out. So that's an example of, you know, beyond dollars and food, we were able to go in and lend our expertise and some fresh sets of eyes and perspectives to help them operate a little bit more efficiently day to day.
So what we do with our donations is we'll break them down into about 87 different categories we sort them into, because we get items that aren't food items. We get hygiene items, so toothpaste, toilet paper, paper towel, cleaning supplies, things like that. Laundry detergent is a big one that we get. These items are huge household items that really help our clients with their monthly budget. Being able to have supplies, warehouse supplies and product supplies is just as almost as important as having the food on site as well. So there's a lot going on in a food bank that maybe people aren't always aware of. So it's great to be supported in your community so that you can kind of pick up these odds and ends, allowing to still serve your clients, you know, effectively, efficiently, respectfully, and with dignity. So that's a little bit of the non-food items that we have here at the food bank.
The community kitchens were the springboard for the development of community gardens. So we've gone big into that in the community kitchens, bringing the produce from the garden, giving the youth the pickling lessons, taking them out to organic farms and gardens, gleaning what would otherwise be wasted food, you know, in the orchards, and bringing it back to the food bank and to use in the kitchen. The community gardens engages food bank clients and their children, their grandchildren, to come together to learn how to grow and to support the food bank.
We took a look at our hampers. They were made up of Kraft Dinner, Mr. Noodles, sugary cereal, and Call It a Day. And so we actually implemented our nutrition improvement programs. And so with that, we basically have 3 nutrition improvement programs. One is the Tiny Bundles program, which is for families who have children under the age of 1 and for moms who are pregnant. We have our Vitality program, which is for children under the age of 15 and for seniors who are older than 55. And we have a special needs program, which is designed for anyone who has special medical conditions. So it might be, you know, diabetes or celiac or gluten-free diets. And we make sure that they get the foods that they need so that they can maintain optimal health. And so these nutrition improvement programs make sure that our clients receive extra fruits and vegetables and milk and eggs and meats and lean meats, and make sure that they're getting that overall nutrition that they need to be healthy, and a huge emphasis on nutrition.
success is easy to define for our Be an Angel campaign. It's based on the dollars raised, and we've consistently been raising more money every year for the food banks through Be an Angel, and that's no doubt a direct relationship with Valley First. The stories in the newspaper give it credibility, and that's what the newspaper brings to the fundraising efforts. If it was just marketing, advertising, newspaper ads, radio ads, I don't think it has the same impact as a reporter doing a story in the newspaper on somebody in need in our community. That's when Kelowna really comes through, or Penticton really comes through, open up their wallets and they donate, because it's a heart-tugging story that's in the community.
Our teacher made us do a community project where we had to benefit the community somehow. We had just learned that in February, food banks, struggle a lot after the whole Christmas rush, right? So I was like, okay, well, why don't I try helping that? So I did a food drive, I did a dance, and the entry was a non-perishable food item. I remember walking into the building with all the food, and then I had to talk to the lady, and they were all super happy, and I was really surprised because I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting okay, put it here or whatever. But I kept on bringing out the food, and it was really cool.
We organized the businesses to participate. So each business would fill up a storage unit, and we would raffle off that, or they would auction off that storage unit. And I think we must have had a good 10 to 15 storage units that were auctioned off during that day. Could have been dressers, beds, bicycles, play centers, anything. You just feel good after you know that when it's done, and that's what you've given them, and that's what you've raised for them to go fill their shelves and stuff in the food bank. It's a good feeling.
Christmas time, there's a lot of generosity on the part of the community, of corporate contributors like Valley First, and so there are many items that are available in hampers. And numbers of people who have to avail themselves of the food bank don't have a way of getting all of these things home. So we provide drivers on a volunteer basis that meet with the client when he or she is picking up their hamper, and we drive them home and help them get their hampers into their home.
We have Dwayne English and Wes Lewong are our meteorologists. So they said to us, listen, people send us pictures every day from around the Okanagan, beautiful pictures that we put in the weather window on the news. Why don't we take the 12 best of those, make a calendar, sell the calendar, make those donations go to the food bank. So that's what we did this year is we did your Okanagan calendar.
We also are able to take donations, and this is a direct result of Valley First and our partnership with them, is we're able to take both point of sale donations because Valley First is able to provide us with that item, and also because of our continuing partnership with Food Banks BC, we're able to do online donations as well.
And I'm really excited about Valley First because this year we had hard costs. We have to have the calendar printed, and Valley First was able to cover all those costs. So we could actually say to people, all of their money, everything that they donate is going to the food banks. So all the hard costs we cover.
I had a situation where I was working at one of the branches in Penticton, and I was helping a lady whose little girl had been looking through the Feed the Valley cart in the branch, and she pulled out some little dessert cups, and she came over, she's like, Mom, can I have these? And the mom looked at me and I said, well, actually, I said, we're collecting that food for the food bank. And this little girl looked at me and was like, oh, we use the food bank.
I'm really proud of this branch and how we jump to the cause and how we are so eager to help out, and we really do take Feed the Valley to heart, and we really do feel that we can make an impact, and that $1 million that has been raised, we've been a significant contributor to that.
I want to be able to say, you know what, I've helped with that. I feel like I've contributed to Feed the Valley in probably a very small way, but that's how it just makes me feel good.
Because we are local, we believe in giving back to our local communities. And we do it in so many ways, but this was something they could really make impact on. And when we were brave enough to say, we want to stamp out hunger in the Okanagan, we meant it. Our staff meant it. This is not about a company writing checks to donate money to a cause. This is our employees, members of our credit union, and members of our community that have raised these funds and pounds of food that we've delivered to every local food bank.
Thanks a million from the hundreds of people that come into the food bank each day.
Thanks a million.
Thanks a million, Kamloops.
Thanks a million.
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 From all of us at Valley First, thanks a million.